Hello everyone, welcome today. My name is Nathan. Welcome to my video of this 2006 Explorer. Eddie Bauer today and my channel. My voice is a little raspy today. I've had a little something bothering my throat for a few days now. So pardon my voice not being perfect, but we're going to go ahead and make this video anyway and proceed and carry on because that's what we do. This is a 2006 Explorer Eddie Bauer edition, four-wheel drive. It's very clean, it's very nice, like a lot of the cars that I bring to you on this channel. This has only had 2 owners. It's very, very clean, well-maintained, has a clean history, clean Carfax report, and it's just a nice four-wheel drive SUV for the price point that it's at. Especially compared to what new cars or newer cars are costing nowadays. It's nice, it's clean, it runs well, it drives great, everything works, and it has a lot of nice features that we'll go into here. If you like the video and you like what I do, please say so. You can see the factory roof bars and crossbars up there. That's a factory power sunroof. The little nub on the roof right here is for the antenna for the XM radio because it has XM radio. If you like what I do, please say so. Leave a comment, leave a suggestion, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you like. I like to hear your feedback. I especially like to hear how my video has helped someone make a decision about buying a car like this, or educate them about something about these type of cars, whatever car I'm doing at the time, that helps you to understand something better about it. I like to hear that. I like to read about it. So please do. That's a factory tow package on the back. Very nice, very clean. Doesn't look like a tow bar has been in there very often. This particular truck, or SUV, sometimes I call them trucks, this spent about 7, almost 8 years of its life in Florida. So I believe that probably lends to why it's as clean as it is all the way around. The headlights, the bottoms of the doors, I'll show you here shortly. Very clean, no rust, no real damage of any kind anywhere. The front chrome on the front here is very nice. It's never had a front license plate bracket installed, so there's no holes on the front. The lenses on the headlights and the fog lights are very clean. So very, very nice. I'm going to show the engine towards the end like I would normally do after we walk around the outside, look at the inside. You may hear a little chatter, something, a little, what sounds like a little clang, little rattle coming from the engine compartment because the engine is running, and I'm going to talk about that again when we look under the hood. But there's a idler pulley that makes a little bit of noise, but there's nothing wrong with it. I was assured it's just a little bit noisier than it should be. There have been a lot of new parts just put on this, so I'm going to tell you about all that right now. These tires are excellent. They're Cooper Adventurer all-terrain tires. They've got 8/32 front and rear, so they're all nice and even all the way around. They ride and roll very nice, but I will say I'm going to do a separate driving video, which I would always do on a car that I'm talking about and presenting and showing you guys. These tires, because they're all-terrain, they have a little bit of road noise. It's not terrible, it's not aggressive, it's not horrible, but for the right person, these could be the right tire to go off-roading into the woods. But they are a little more noisy than a passenger car tire would be. But they get the job done, and they're definitely would be good in snow or bad weather. So, again, this has a lot of new parts. Brakes and rotors on the back, brand new. Brakes and rotors on the front, brand new. So it has brand new brakes and rotors all the way around. Front and rear stabilizer links are brand new. Also did a passenger side tie rod end and a control arm on the passenger side. Both front ball joints, which is very common on Fords, Explorers, F-150s. Both front ball joints just replaced. Also the washer bottle and its pump. The pump wasn't working, and the only way you can replace that is with the entire bottle. So it's got a brand new washer bottle and pump from Ford installed. and an alignment, of course, with all of the new suspension parts. It got an alignment. And oh, the battery is not even a year old. The battery is, I'll show you under the hood, but it's dated from June of 23. So the battery isn't even a year old at this point. So it's very new. Also an oil change, of course. So the oil is fresh and new. So again, front brakes and rotors, rear brakes and rotors, front and rear sway bar links, passenger tie rod end and its control arm, both front lower ball joints, and an alignment, the washer bottle with the pump. So lots and lots of new parts. Like I said a few minutes ago, it drives great, it runs great, and everything works. Everything works, except it does have a third row seat. I'm going to show you when we look at the inside, and the third row seat is not moving currently. So there's always got to be some little flaw. That's going to be the flaw. This has the 4-liter 6-cylinder engine, so great motor, used for a long time by Ford. It's definitely more friendly on fuel than if it was the V8 version. So it's a 4-liter V6, 4-wheel drive. According to what I read online, it says that it should get about 19 miles to the gallon on the freeway. So the miles per gallon isn't bad for something like this and of this size. The exterior color is called Dark Cherry Metallic. That's the factory color name from Ford. I kind of think it looks like a nice bottle of wine because I like wine and I like to drink wine. So very pretty, definitely metallic when the sun is out and it's not cloudy like it is right now. But the paint and the clear coat is nice and shiny throughout. The wheels are not original. These are aftermarket wheels. I think they look nice on this. I don't think they look incorrect or wrong at all. They're 17 inch. There's the tire size, 245, 65, 17. They're just an aftermarket kind of dark charcoal gray, a little bit of bronze, I guess, to it, maybe in the right light wheel, but they look nice. So I think the original wheel for this, now that I'm thinking about it, would have been chrome. And I know a lot of Ford's Explorers and Edges had problems with their chrome clad wheels because it's not a fully chrome wheel. They call it a chrome clad wheel, and it's like partially chrome. And I know a lot of people have had problems over the years with the tires not holding air when they have those chrome clad wheels. So these won't give you that problem. There's a few little marks around the body. I mean, a little scuff here where it bumped into something, little scuff on the beige color here, a few little things, little door edge marks here. Nothing terrible at all anywhere. Little scuff on the beige right here. Little mark right here. There's a little tiny ding in this fender right here. You can see it. With the cloudy day, it's easy to see the dings. I think that's about the only ding, actually. This side's very clean. The bottoms of the doors are very clean. There's no rust on the bottoms of the doors or inside the door jambs. So with that said, let's take a look at the inside. Also, it has the factory keypad here. I'll show you this here, 39375. This works. If you're unfamiliar, this has been the same for many, many years with Ford, Lincoln, Mercury cars, but 7 and 9 will lock your doors, so the car is locked right now. And the code for this is 39375. It unlocks the driver's side door. Push number 3, it unlocks the rest of the doors. And if you push number 5 on this, I actually was surprised. I didn't realize this would do this until I tried it. But if you're familiar with that IntelliCode or whatever Ford calls it, on cars, when you push number 5, it pops the trunk. Well, this doesn't have a trunk and it doesn't have an electronic tailgate, but what it does pop is the glass back here. So kind of neat that it does that. There's also a button right here that will pop that glass. So lots of ways to open it. But anyway, so the keyless access code works, and this also has, if I didn't already say this, I can't remember. It's so hard to talk with my voice being angry at me. This also has a Ford accessory remote start system. It's got its own key fob on the keys I'll show you here in a moment, and it works perfectly. So it has not quite factory remote start, but it has Ford accessory remote start that works perfect. So here's our driver's side door panel in great shape. See how clean the bottoms of the doors are and the door jambs here. Very, very nice. Everything else, like I said, works. Windows, locks, cruise control, wipers, horn, factory sunroof, all the climate controls, heated seats, everything except the third row seat I'm going to show you here shortly. So here's driver's side seat. It's got this suede middle, little bit of wear on that, of course, given the age, but it's very nice. It's comfortable. It's nice and supportive. It's not broken down. I've driven this many miles. Power on this side. It's actually power on the other side as well, at least for the forward and back motion. This has a lot of options. So I'm going to kind of go through everything and show you and tell you quickly. It has all of the original floor mats, all 4 carpet pieces. Has another set of rubber mats in the back that I'll show you. Here's the factory sunroof, one touch open and one touch close also. So there's that. One touch close. Works nicely. It has an old school DVD player. That's a factory DVD roof mounted system. I don't know if that works. I haven't tried that. But nowadays most people don't care about that, and most kids have their own handheld devices, but it does have that. Middle console box here with the coin holder, classic Ford fashion, tissue box holder. There's a power outlet right there on the console. Just nice and simple. This is all in good shape. Another thing that was replaced that I didn't originally mention when I was running through the list of new parts, because I wanted to wait till I came in here, this shifter assembly, this whole surround, the PRND, the shifter head, this is all brand new. This is brand new from Ford, and you're going to say, why? Very common problem on any of them that look like this, which was in Explorers, F-150s, several different Ford models. But if they look like this, once in a while this would stick with the button. You couldn't get out of park, and you had to keep pushing the button until it would release. Long story short, the problem is in the shifter head here. So this is all brand new from Ford, an original part installed, and ever since this has been replaced, it's fine. So that's also brand new, and again, a common thing that's already been taken care of. So there's that. Before I forget, when I was up here, there was home link buttons here to program your garage door. There's also rear climate control up here. This all works. It's got its own blower in the back. So there's that. Let me move this so you can see here. We've got heated seats both sides. These both work. Memory 1 and 2 here for the driver's side anyway. The foot pedal adjustment, which is very cool. Let me put this back in park. You can see the pedals moving there. So pedals move forward and back, which is very nice for, anybody. But that's a really nice feature for a short driver. So it brings the pedals closer to you so you don't have to sit on top of the steering wheel. Here's the factory climate control, automatic everything, dual zone climate control, exterior temperature display, 47 degrees, 4-wheel drive buttons, automatic, high, low. This all works like it should. There's the traction control button. You can turn it off. Original radio, nothing terribly exciting, but at AM, FM, the aux shows the satellite right there. It comes up and says to call Sirius to turn on your service. So it has factory satellite radio. The info buttons here, I'm going to show you over here, but you can see dashboard. It's in nice shape. Wood grain's nice. There's the phone number for Sirius if you want to call them. The owner's manuals are here. The remote for the DVD system is here. On the keys, there's a key, the factory keyless entry with the glass opener button right there too. This little remote is the factory accessory remote start. So that button right there, you push it twice, boom, boom, when the car's off, and it'll start. And then when it's running, if you quickly push it twice, it'll turn it off. So there's that. So very nice to have. I mean, a nice extra bonus with the remote start. Steering wheel is in good shape. I've seen a lot worse. I don't know what somebody did here. I did not have anything to do with this. It looks like they may have painted it or tried to paint it or tried to color it, maybe from some wear. But it's actually a lot nicer than most that I've seen. And even though this has been done, I'm going to stop talking here so you can listen to my hand. It's very nice. It's very smooth. It's not sticky or icky or gross. It's just listen. It's still nice and smooth. There's nothing bad about the touch or the feel of this. So I don't know what this is or who did it in the past, but you know, whatever. It is there. It's a little bit. It is what it is. I'm just pointing it out. But it's not sticky. It's nice and smooth, just like the factory leather up here. Steering wheel controls for cruise control. Steering wheel controls for temperature and fan speed, which is nice. Audio stuff here. Temperature, you know, you can see. You can click here up and it goes up and down and it goes down. So nice to have on the steering wheel. I like that about Ford and Lincoln vehicles. Very much so. Headlights manually on or over to automatic. You can turn them on auto and they will fully function, including the fog lights, which is nice. Here's the gauges. Distance to empty is up right now. There's the exact mileage, 180, 237. There's no problem lights. There never have been. There was the washer light, but the new bottle corrected that. It's got lots of gas. So if you click on the info button here, it will scroll through just like every other Ford. That average fuel mileage to gallon is way off because we've been sitting idle for a while, but average fuel, instant fuel, how many gallons of fuel has been used, how long your drive's been, trip meters, and then back to distance to empty. On the setup button, you can push that, and then it says press reset to begin a system check. So I pushed reset. It shows you the oil's at 100%, and then it goes on and says should be everything's okay. All doors, washer fluid, oil, blah 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 blah. Give my voice a break while we're watching this. There we are. So back to the main screen. So there's that. Showed you the sunroof. So let's continue on here. It beeps a lot when you open the doors. Power mirrors work fine. They are heated. You can see the little symbol here on the mirror glass with the little heat symbol. They're heated exterior mirrors. The power works fine. The headliner is in really good shape all the way through. Clean, nice. It has side airbags. I don't think I mentioned that. There's the side airbag tag. So it's clean, it's nice. It's a nice SUV. It drives fantastic. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm going to go on a separate driving video. There'll be a separate driving video on my channel. So take a look for it. And I'm going to drive it, and I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to say a lot of the same things I've said here, but I'm going to tell you what I think and what I feel and how I think it performs and all of that. I really like the two-toneness of this interior with the like slate gray with the beige, you know, kind of like the outside with the dark cherry and the beige. But anyway, the backs of the seats, very clean and nice. There's that archaic DVD unit. There's another power outlet here on the back of the console. The other carpet mats back here. This back seat's very clean, very nice. The suede's in really nice shape. I don't think this has really seen a lot of use. Now these seats will fold flat. I'll try to do this with one hand. Like that. The headrest will tuck, so you can do this, or cargo mode. You can make it go even flatter, and that one will do the same thing. That's all connected. It's like a 70-30 split. So when that's completely flat like that, you've got a really nice flat load floor all the way across. Like I mentioned, and I'm going to show you more back here, but the third row seats here are just kind of stuck in the position they're in. You can hear the motor trying on both of these seats, but they don't work. I don't know what's wrong with it. If you can figure it out, great for you, bonus for you. but they currently do not work. So they're just, that one's completely down, this one's almost all the way down. But anyway, doesn't affect anything other than you can't use it. But seat comes back up like that very easily. Look how nice and clean this door jamb is. Like I mentioned in the beginning, no rust here, bottoms of the doors. They're all clean, they're all nice. I actually really like this touch. I like the embossed Explorer on the door panel. I think it's kind of cool. All right, moving on. So this handle here opens the whole tailgate. So there's the tailgate. Here we are. See how this is up a little bit? This one over here is down. All the carpet back here is nice and clean. This is a nice set of Goodyear thick, heavy wintertime mats that come with it. You can lock and unlock the doors from back here. So again, you can hear, they both make noise, but they don't move. So if you can figure it out, you can have a third row seat. If you never figure it out, you've got a cargo area with this just slightly elevated. All the spare tire, jack, tools, all of that is right here. Nice and clean. The actual spare tire is underneath the vehicle, and you lower it down right there. It is here, right there. So, yeah, there's the headliner from back here. This tailgate also, same thing, clean. There's no rust or anything back here. Another thing you'll see on a lot of Explorers is where the paint will flake or peel on the tailgate itself. This doesn't have any of that, so it's nice. There is a dent right there. I forgot to mention that on when we were walking around. There's a little dent right there. Talked about the glass opening. Fuel door. There's this door. Like I said, it's harder for me to do with one hand over here, but this seat does the same thing. It folds and then it can compress to the floor. Does the same thing as that side. Passenger seat is real nice too. A little bit of the same balling, a little bit on the suede, but it's nice. The leather is nice. This is power forward and back, but the backrest is manual on this side. There's this floor mat. So again, all the 4 carpet pieces of mats, the rubber ones in the back, books in the glove box. So this is actually the original windshield too. This windshield's never been replaced. Still has the Ford stamping on there and the sticker from where it was built in Louisville. I only point that out because oftentimes at this age or mileage, you may have gotten a crack or a stone chip, but it's always nice to have the original windshield as long as you can. I always encourage anybody that asks me if you can get a chip or a nick fixed and deal with it, you're better off to keep the original windshield in a car as long as you can, because once it's cut out, it's just never the same. And if somebody doesn't do it right, you really have a problem. So you got to make sure you use a good company. That door jamb, nice and clean as well. I didn't point this out in the beginning, but I mean, that's a factory running board, of course, because it's part of the Eddie Bauer package. So let's take a look under the hood. I actually also kind of like this design here. You grab here to close the door, you lift here to open the door when you're on the inside. It's kind of nice, kind of seamless and integrated. Kind of hidden too. So here we are under the hood. There's the battery I mentioned also, June of 23 on the battery date. I think the thing that's making a little bit of ting-ting noise is that right there. I'm not sticking my finger down there, but I think it's that is what they told me. That's the service shop. But they said it's not affecting anything. It's just a little noise. And it's not bad. And they said there's just nothing to worry about. It was the least important thing that this needed. It needed the brakes. It needed the suspension parts. It needed the alignment. You know, needed the shifter so it can come out of gear more easily. So everything else was taken care of. There's the bottom of the hood. The hood pad has deteriorated somewhat, but the actual bottom of the hood is very clean. Again, no rust. Original Ford stamping right there. I'm going to rev up the engine here so that you can hear it at a little higher RPM. And also, there we go. All right. I like to do that so you can hear that there's no engine knocking or any kind of weird sound. So, besides that little pulley sound. So there we are with that, and easy to close because it's got the hood lift struts. The lights, I was thinking about that when I showed you the headlights. Turn off the brights. So there's the headlights and fog lights on, which both work just fine. So I think that's everything I have to say on this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Sorry you have to listen to my raspy voice. If you have comments, if you have suggestions, if you have thoughts, if you have inquiries, please reach out. There's the tail lights, which I always kind of liked on this too. I think they're good looking. Leave your comments, leave your suggestions, any feedback. And I do appreciate your views and your watching and checking it out. So take a look for the driving video. It'll be on my channel right next to this one. And I think that's everything. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. And peace. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.